Hey there Marvel Legends fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Iron Man series Hasbro Marvel Legends Iron Patriot action figure. This figure just started hitting stores, and he is hitting all the major stores. Like I said in the other review, I've seen him at Meijer, Walmart's, and Target's, so should be any place you have mass retail, these should be showing up right about now. So this figure is based off of the what is it, Extremis mold Iron Man that they did in the first series of Hasbro Marvel Legends, the redo of Hasbro Marvel Legends. So pretty nice overall. I like the overall look of the guy. I mean, just standing up right there, you can see he's very cool, very imposing. I love the color scheme. It's the whole theory behind it, where you take something that is sort of inherently pure in and of itself, just the American flag. I don't mean America, so that's up to you to decide. But the symbol of the American flag, and then use it as something that inspires corruption and evil. I think that's a really cool idea. So I love the design of this guy, even though I never read the Dark Avengers plotline. I know a little bit about it, but not a lot. I just really like his design. Old Norman here, looking pretty snazzy overall. They did a great job on this kind of metallic pearlescent paint. This has, it's metallic in the way that it looks like there's teeny tiny bits of metal in there for reflection, so it looks very cool. And then here it's actually, like the silver that they went over with clear blue to make it appear reflective. So there's parts that are actually molded in that kind of pearlescent color, and then parts that are silver that are painted. So that's pretty cool. And the red on here is also that sort of pearlescent or metallic red, however you want to say it, where you can see there's tiny flecks of metal in the plastic, or what appears to be metal. I mean, could be something else, I don't know. But very, very nice design overall. The head sculpt is the same head, as far as I know. I don't have that figure, but it looks like to be the exact same head as the Extremis Armor Iron Man. But it works out really, really well on this figure. Very, very diggable. Thrusters are not painted on the bottom of the feet, and there are no peg holes. So the peg holes thing is very strange, because Hasbro's been doing peg holes at least since the 80s, so I don't know why they would choose to not do them on one series or specifically on this figure. So, but anyway, just as far as design, look go, he's fantastic. Scale-wise, he's a bit thin compared to like the Heroic Age Iron Man here. You can see he's much thicker, he's got bigger arms and stuff like that. But he is designed to be a little stockier, whereas the Extremis designs were meant to look much more streamlined, much more sort of sheet armor or sheet plating right over muscles. So it makes sense that he'd be a little bit skinnier. Still a bit skinny for me. I like the bulkier look that some artists did, but to each his own on that. Articulation-wise, he's got the same hinged neck as the other figure, and his goes much further back, so even without tilting the torso back, you can get a straightforward look, which is very cool. It also goes very far down on the front. A little bit of rock action there, not a ton, but some. There is enough to like get a chicken head type of thing going, if you want that. The shoulder pads here, or whatever you want to call them, not really epaulets, but whatever. They are on a floating device, so these are separate. You could probably pull those off if you wanted to. I'm not going to risk it just in case the peg's really long. But you can see they won't hinder the arm going around or anything, which is very cool. It's a good design idea. We've got swivel hinge shoulders, go out to about there. Swivels in the biceps. Double hinged elbows work really well. The first hinge gets you about there, and the second one gets you up to there. So very, very cool. We've got swivel hinge in the wrists here, so all the way around, and then back really far and forward very far. And these are also, someone else pointed out, I can't remember whose review I was watching, I apologize, but these are interchangeable with the other Iron Man's hands, although they did say that the sizes are a little different and the colors are a bit off. So just so you know, we've got a ball jointed midsection here, so he can go pretty far back, pretty far forward, there's also twist action in there. Not a whole lot of side to side that I can feel. I mean, it's like, I assume there would be some side to side in there, but it's not moving that way, so I don't think it actually can move in that direction. The solar panels, or whatever you want to call these things on the side, they are articulated. They, from the design standpoint, should be down like that, but because of the articulation, obviously, they've had them on a peg system, so you can move them up here. They don't remove or anything, but they can move up and out of the way, so I just basically leave them that way so I don't ever forget and pop them off on accident and break them, since they don't come off easily, and I would be worried about them actually breaking. Got swivel hinge. They look like a ball design, but they are actually swivel hinge. You can see the hinge in there. And they do not go very far forward. I don't know if this was a problem on the Extremis design, or if this is a redesigned pelvis or what, but I mean, this is as far as they go. It's very, very not good. Yeah, that's awful for a Marvel Legends figure. This should be cut out a lot more to make room for that, because they also don't go back very far, and that's as far as they go. I mean, that's a huge bummer. Out to the side isn't much of a problem. You know, they do pretty good there, but forward and back is terrible. It makes it very hard to get him in good poses. I suppose, being who he is, you'll probably just want to put him in like menacing standing poses, but if you do want to do action shots, it will be difficult, unless you're using like a flight stand to kind of cheat it. Swivels in the tops of the armor, the thigh armor here, so that's a nice way to hide that bit of articulation. Double hinge knees. First hinge goes there, second hinge all the way back there. So very nice range there. We've got swivel hinge in the ankles here, so left and right, and then back about that far before they start getting blocked by the rear armor. Forward about that far. So nice range forward and back. Unfortunately, no side to side, so when you do get him in wide stances, the way the foot is designed, he can topple over, but at least you're able to balance it a little bit with that left and right, so that'll help you a little bit. So for $15 you get the figure, and you also get the torso section of Ironmonger, the new Build-A-Figure, which looks fantastic. I really like the design they did. They've got that kind of same metallic pearlescent plastic. You can see on the shoulders it looks especially good. Very, very nice. Not a whole lot of paint that I can see on there. I think it's just molded in that color, but it's very nice nonetheless. I've got the leg from the Heroic Age Iron Man on there as well, but articulation-wise, you've got some nice crunch in the front. Not a ton, but some. Back, you've got a great rear crunch. I don't know why it's so much better than the front. And then you've got the side-to-side action and twists. So the shoulder pads here are stationary, so they may be hindered when the arms come out. We'll have to see what happens with that. But as far as just value-wise, this is a pretty huge, I mean, it is, you know, hollow inside, but it is a huge figure, so that's pretty cool. That's a nice value. So I dig that. As I said in the other Iron Man review, with Mattel right now, they're raising prices. It's like $17 for a figure with no Build-A-Figure piece with less articulation, and these are $15 with the Build-A-Figure piece and great articulation, except for the hips there, which bummed me out. But overall, solid buy. I really like the look of the figure. The design is fantastic, very cool looking. Some people have talked about maybe grabbing one of their old Norman heads, Norman Osborn, and swapping it out and see what it looks like, but mine, unfortunately, I don't have one, so I will check real quick before we sign off just to see if his head is removable like the other ones, because he does have that bit of a ball jointed feel, and it looks like it is, and I am wondering if they are all the same size. Yep, they are. Oh man, Hasbro is awesome. Go Hasbro. So if you wanted to do, I mean, obviously this head is too big by far, but if you wanted to take one of your other heads that are on this same ball joint size, because Hasbro uses it a lot apparently, it'd be an easy swap. So that's very cool. It's actually so cool that I kind of wish Hasbro had thought of it and done it, because it would have been a great accessory for this figure, and he could have held the helmet in his hands, kind of similar to what Tony's doing over here. So that would have been awesome, but, you know, you take what you can get. So, $15, good deal. Pick it up if you can. yeah, any questions, comments, anything at all, hit me up below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible on those. And yeah, that's it. We'll have some more reviews coming up. I'm sorry I've been a little lax lately, but we've had our first round of like big papers and exams due in class, so that's kind of eaten up a lot of my time. So I will try to get more out soon, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thanks, guys.